Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. I hope you find benefit from it and that you've watched a few videos and that you appreciate them and that you have come to learn something and that you've come to realize what there is available to us to help our bodies to heal, because there's an abundance of plants and fruit and nuts and seeds and things in nature that has been given to us to heal and to promote our health. So by saying that, my channel is based on natural ways to heal. So the previous video that I did and I posted, it was removed or banned from Facebook or from YouTube. So I will not be mentioning the most prominent disease out there today. I'm just going to call it the spiky virus. So this spiky virus that I had called by name and that I had talked about, and in this video I'm also going to talk about how to naturally prevent it and treat it, how to shorten the time that you have it, and how to then clear your senses more quickly as well. So this spiky virus has really gone all over the world. There are millions and millions of people who have had it. There are millions of people who have died from it. So it is a virus that's kind of how they project it, how they show us it looks. It's round and it's got a spiky surface. So it binds to protein binding sites, so ACE2 binding receptor. We have a lot of these receptors in our intestinal tract or colon, our intestine, and our duodenum, as well as then in our lungs, where it predominantly will go. So it will travel also from our intestinal tract to our chest, the main place where it will infect and where it will spread and where it will cause damage, which is the lung tissue. So this spiky virus is termed a warm disease. So it goes together with a fever, a dry cough, fatigue. You can also have diarrhea, headaches, dryness, lack of energy. But also it goes, in this warm condition, it has a load of mucus. So that in itself is a big problem, because if you have mucus and it's not moving and it's very sticky and hard, then it is stationary and it's going to suffocate you in the end. So that's how it will affect the lungs. There's a doctor in South Africa, in Johannesburg, that with the spiky virus patients, he goes into their lungs and then he sucks out the mucus, and he's had all his patients that he has done this with have recovered. So if you can, that shows us that if you can get rid of this sticky, hard mucus, then your time with the disease is less, your chance of serious disease is less, and then you will be passing it on for a shorter amount of time because you will not be afflicted with it for long. So what it also does is it decreases your immune response. It increases cytokines, so it can create what's called a cytokine storm, which basically your body is attacking itself. So that will damage further your tissues. So it can cause lung fibrosis, multiple organ failure, and then death. And it is a rapidly replicating virus as well. So working from that, it's a warm disease, but also damp disease. So it brings in mucus to your lung. A lot of virus particles come to your lung and they then colonize your lung. They bring in mucus. You struggle to breathe. Similar to COPD, you struggle to draw in air into your lungs. So that's why they put people on the artificial lung or the breathing machines in the ICU. And that's why they pump in oxygen. So if you can then clear the cause, clear the mucus, then that would not be necessary. So if you can clear this mucus, then you will have a big benefit. So something that has been used is ivermectin, a parasite medication. So what this does is it competes for the spiky virus binding sites. So instead of the spiky virus binding, it would be ivermectin binding. The ivermectin that is used in the pharmaceutical area or space and in the farming or agricultural community is one that's derived from a fungus, a bacteria, where the original Artemisia is from wormwood. So again, from a plant. So if you can get the plant source, this would then work much better than the actual pharmaceutical product, which comes from a bacteria. Rather get the original from the plant, from the wormwood plant, the Artemisia, that will do the same thing with much less of a side effect. So the agricultural form of ivermectin can also damage your liver. Just something interesting on that. So what we want to do is we want to increase blood flow. We want to increase mucus drainage, lymphatic movement. You want to also bring fluid to the lungs so that you can get rid of the mucus, because what the virus also does is it blocks fluid entry into the lungs. So it's just the mucus entry, but no fluid entry. So the mucus is solid. The fluid cannot come in to break it up a little to then remove it. So we want to rehydrate. We want to increase antioxidants. We want to decrease inflammation. And we want to stop the virus from binding and stop the virus from replicating. And we want to strengthen or optimize our immunity. So how do we do that? So let's start with how Western medicine treats this spiky virus. So it supports its symptomatic treatment. They give antivirals, corticoids, and oxygen. So that's what they do. So it's mostly symptomatic. So they're not treating the origin. They're not stopping the replication. They're just attacking the virus. So let's look at some ways in which we can stop and kind of counter this virus at many different points. So I'm going to talk about things that will support, so your supportive organs, and then specific main treatments, if I could put it that way, or remedies. So as I said, there will be things that decrease the viral replication. There will be some that are antivirals that will attack the virus. There are some that will help your immune system, modulate your immune system. Then there will be alkaloids, phenylpropanoids, flavonoids, glucosides. There'll be some that increase your natural killer cells, block viral replication, anti-inflammatories, antioxidants, and then some that will help your lymphatic system, so support your lymphatic system. I will mention shortly what each one of the things does that I mentioned. So I'll start with the natural remedies first. So later on in the video, I'll give you a mixture of plants that you can use as a tea. And this I have gotten from another herbalist. And I will put that link for that video down below. I will just mention what they are and what they do. But you can go check out that video for the specific amounts, because he also has a shop where you can also look at some of the products that he has. So depending on where you are in the world, you might be able to get some of those products, or you might not be able to get some. He's in the Caribbean. But from the things I've studied from him and from what I've learned, he's an excellent herbalist with fantastic knowledge. So let me start. So antioxidants, vitamin A, vitamin D, selenium, zinc, vitamin C, omega-3s. They are potent antioxidants, so I would recommend taking a vitamin C supplement, so something like calcium ascorbate, which is the buffered variety that will help to keep the vitamin C in your system and not just let it go out via your kidneys and your urine, because it's a water-soluble vitamin. Then zinc will help support your immune system. It will support cellular replication and cell growth, so the damaged cells can be replaced and healed. Vitamin A will support your immune system, will support your liver as well as vitamin D will also support your liver, your immunity, and it will help the the absorption and the movement of the omega-3 as well. Then selenium is an intermediary for many functions in your body. It will also support your liver and your kidney function, and it also acts as an antioxidant, and it will help to increase your circulation and your lymphatic drainage. So the first thing I'm going to mention is thyme oil. So thyme as in the herb, the plant, thyme. It can decrease the symptoms of the spiky virus. It can decrease the BUN, the blood urea nitrogen. So that means it helps to eliminate waste through your kidneys. And it also potent antiviral, and it also can help to get your lymphatic system moving and draining. So then curcumin, which is a potent anti-inflammatory, it also decreases cytokines and viral replication, and it stimulates your mTOR, which will stimulate cellular healing, cellular regeneration, and stem cell production. So something else that will stimulate stem cell production are enzyme-rich fruit, like grapefruit, kiwi, papaya, pineapple. So those are some of those enzyme-rich fruit that will help stimulate your stem cell production. Other very tropical fruits that are extremely beneficial and can help move your mucus, if you can get them: jackfruit, soursop, what's the other one? Durian, the whole custard apple soursop family of fruit. They are very good for your lymphatic movement and elimination of waste. So if you could get any of those, they will be extremely beneficial. Then something like grapes, they're also beneficial for your lungs, and they contain quercetin. And they also have a lot of fiber, and that's another one that I'll come to now. Fiber helps to eliminate waste. So fiber binds to any toxins or any products that your body cannot use or doesn't want, and it will flush it out and get rid of it. So fiber is a binder, so it will bind to things and then get rid of it. So you want a high fiber diet as well. I'll also maybe link a video here from the Physicians Committee where they talk about a vegan diet and how that is beneficial for this spiky virus. So then, as I mentioned, zinc can help your smell and your senses to recover faster after you've had the spiky virus. Vitamin D can be used as a preventative, not as necessarily as a treatment. The study that I'll also link to below, they didn't find it helps with shortening the length of infection, but it helps as a preventative. Then something like pine needle tea, which is extremely high in vitamin C. It's got more vitamin C than citrus. So pine needle tea, it also can block viral replication. So pine needle tea, high vitamin C, and it blocks viral replication. Then Renutria japonica. So this is a vining plant. So this has a lot of phytochemicals, and it can decrease the viral replication as well. So R. japonica. So I think they use the flowers and the roots in this case, but you can get it from a health store. Then I struggle to say this, but it's from licorice. Glyceric acid. So from licorice, from the licorice plant. So it's a potent antiviral, which reduces viral replication. It increases your natural immunity. It increases natural killer cells. It blocks the entry of the virus into your lung, and it increases your interleukin 6, which will help to eliminate the virus. So this is one that they found is effective in the treatment of the spiky virus. Then things that will increase your blood circulation and increase your lymphatic drainage. So you want your lymphatic system to be moving, because then the fluid and the mucus will be moving and you can get rid of the waste. And you want your blood circulation to be working and be fast and efficient as well, because your blood is carrying oxygen, carrying nutrients throughout your body, and you want that to happen for effective disease elimination. So stimulants that will stimulate your blood flow are things like garlic, ginseng, ginger, turmeric, the citrus family, and what else did I have here? Gotu Kola. Gotu Kola is another one. And then omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, so you want to have those as well. So flax seeds, sesame seeds, chia seeds, Seaberry, they are all high in omega-3s, so they are very beneficial to have as well. Then sea vegetables are also very mineral rich, especially also with iodine. So you want your mineral rich sea vegetables as well. So seaweed, kelp, sea moss, those all you want to include as well. Sea moss is a very good mucus eliminator. So it, especially for these hot, damp conditions, sea moss can help to bring moisture and help to then facilitate the lymphatic movement and getting the mucus out. So then some other things that can help: chrysanthemum tea, forsythia tea, purslane, henbane, burdock root, Chinese peony, schizandra fruit, honeysuckle, mulberry, soybeans as well, mint, that whole mint family, peppermint, spearmint, mint, thyme, oregano. Then you can also add eucalyptus, oregano oil, eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil. They're all beneficial. If you're wearing a mask, you can put some peppermint oil in, or thyme oil, because they are antivirals and they will help to soothe that. You can even also do eucalyptus oil. If you can get like a cream with eucalyptus in, you can also like make it yourself. If you have eucalyptus oil and coconut butter or coconut, thick coconut oil, you can mix them together and you can apply it around your mucous membrane. So where you're inhaling, you can put it on your chest. So a product we like to use, Vicks, has eucalyptus oil. You can put it on your chest, under your nose. You can put it on your feet as well. And then things that also work for colds and flu, I'll also link my own video here. Onions is a drawer, so you can put cut onion under your feet. You can also put it over your ears because it will draw, it will absorb. You can do hot and cold water therapy, both on your chest or on your feet, and that will increase circulation. So hot water, 3 minutes, cold water, 30 seconds. So that will facilitate and help the blood movements. The same with your feet. Your feet in very hot water for 3 minutes, cold water for 30 seconds. So this replicates that kind of a hot spring treatment. You go into the hot pool, you sit there for a while, then the cold, just a quick dip, out again, hot. So hot 3 minutes, cold 30 seconds. That will help to facilitate blood movement and increased blood circulation. Then also basil, one that I haven't mentioned. Basil, vanilla is also antiviral properties. Aloe is another soothing, healing absorber and moisturizer. So similar to sea moss, aloe will bring soothing, cooling, and moisture to the affected area. So aloe you can eat. So the actual inside of the aloe leaf, once you have removed the outer side and the bitter yellow fluid, that inside white, like a chewy leaf that you can consume. Then Ginkgo biloba is also very beneficial. So all of these are natural remedies that focus on different parts and supportive organs that will all support and help to get rid of the virus, either get rid of it, stop it, support your lung, increase circulation, increase your lymphatic drainage. So the next one that I'll talk about is also, again, to have some supporting herbs and main herbs that will focus specifically on the lungs, and your support ones on your different organs. So I'll start with the supporting herbs. So cleavers for your lymphatic drainage, meadow sweet for your stomach and stomach acid formation. Alfalfa, which is rich in minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants. So this also comes in with your sea vegetables. Then chrysanthemum flower for liver support. It can prevent liver inflammation and help to renew liver cells. You can also use chrysanthemum together with goji berry and bilberry for your eye health. It will help to eliminate some of the floaters and increase circulation to your eyes. So those are some of the support leaves and flowers. Also celandine, which supports your health, your heart, your liver, and your gallbladder, and it's an antispasmodic, so it keeps that regular rhythm. Then some of the other assisting herbs, white peony, which is good for your bladder, so it helps to getting rid of toxins through your urine. Water plantain, which is an anti-inflammatory and decreases irritation in your blood vessels. Lovage tuber, which is good also for your kidneys and your bladder health. And then longan, longan pulp, so longan fruit, which will decrease fever and decrease inflammation. Then if you have constipation, you can use slippery elm, burdock root, and something like castor oil, which will also help to get that flowing. Then the main ones, the roots, the main herbs would be first the mushrooms, Ganoderma and chaga. Chaga contains betulin, which has been shown to decrease tumor cell size or tumor size. It also contains triterpenes and polysaccharides, which all mushrooms have, that modulate your immunity. So it balances your immune system. So if it's overactive immune system, it brings it down. If it's underactive, it will bring it up. So it will modulate your immune system. So that chaga is especially good, and also shiitake and maitake. Then you can also add bellflower root, astragalus root, what's the other one? Lily turf root, opiopogon, Chinese red sage root, and Western angelica root, or the other one, Chinese red sage, is also salvia root. So they are good for your blood circulation, prevent viruses adhering to your cells, and then the viral replication. And the bellflower is especially good for increasing your blood flow and giving you energy. So it's an adaptogen, and it helps also to stimulate your endocrine glands. So have healthy endocrine glands so that they are not overly stressed, so that you can go into endocrine fatigue. So it supports also your thyroid. So iodine in the sea vegetables will also support your thyroid. So these last ones that I mentioned, you can put them together in a pot. You boil them, you make tea, and then you can have the tea 3 cups a day. So that, as I said, check out the video below for the specific recipe and the specific hints and tips and application from the herbalist. So that is all that I'm going to say about this spiky virus. So if you enjoyed this video, please share it around. I try to always focus on natural plants. I'll also put the research where I got all of these from. I'll put that down below, as well as the links to the videos. So I hope this was a benefit to you. If you are scared of this spiky virus, remember that God gave us the herbs of the field and the plants as medicine, as a salve or a healing for the nation. So they are there. There are things in nature that can heal any ailment, any disease that we have. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. Contact me if you would like. My contact information is down below as well. So as always, stay healthy, and to God be the glory.